All right, what's up, guys? So I'm going over some of the plays I took profits on last week. Pretty good week overall. I think I have about 4 plays to show you guys today. So let's just jump in and go right to it. So up first we have FIVN or 59 FIVN. This is a super simple one. Literally only drew support and resistance. Let's hop on over to the 5-year chart so you can see what I'm looking at. So usually I play on the 4-hour chart, but sometimes there's nothing to see. Like here, let me go back. You can kind of tell, like right here, the support level probably doesn't make sense because you don't see anything, right? So let's hop back on to the 5-year chart, and then you can get an idea of what I'm looking at. Obviously, we have this support here because it hit there, but we had a lot of consolidation at this level around 139 to 140, right? I mean, it was just kind of hovering in the support level, right? Of course, there was one lower. We had this wick hit here, this wick hit here, and this hit here. I was actually thinking this was going to come down to 130 because of how strong this support is, but I drew it there just as like a fallback opportunity, and then had this one up top. So I took a position at this middle support level or middle price level, you could say, because it came down, hit oversold, and to me, I was like, it's pretty low chance this thing comes down another 10 bucks while already being an oversold, right? I waited for reversal though because I was still unsure. I got in about 143 because we already had some green wicks popping up then, or some green candles popping up, and my SMI was telling me to enter, so I was like, yeah, all right, and we jumped in. Rode it up to the support level for an easy 7%. I actually got out as soon as it hits, or I'm not support, resistance. I actually got out as soon as it hit that level, just because in the past things have topped out pretty quick there. So I was like, I'm happy with my money. Always take your profits. Nothing's actual realized until you actually take it out, right? Anyhow, our resistance levels pretty simple again. We had some wicks touch here, some consolidation here, and some touching here. So overall, the resistance level was super strong. The support level was pretty solid as well. Super simple play from support to resistance, 9%. I profited 7%, so I got in a little bit later. All right, up next we have IRDM. Similar to the last one, just simple support and resistance. I had a little bit of a different support drawing down here just because in the past it's came down here quite a bit. Similar to the last play again, I also thought it was going to come down to the support level, but it didn't, so I got in a little bit later. I actually got in above my entry here, so I'll show you that in a second. But the other support level, the one I got in at, was another obvious one. We had a wick touch here, consolidation over here, and then all over here just completely bounced off of it every single time, or this bottom one. But if we zoom in here, the resistance level, pretty obvious again. Wicks topped here. This kind of broke through, but then right here was all consolidation. It was just continuously bouncing right here, so it was a perfect resistance level. But we zoom in, you can kind of see what I did here. Let's pull that up. So it actually reversed right at the top of my entry zone. I thought it was gonna come down a little bit lower, but it didn't. And then once I saw it start to reverse this level, I waited a little bit because I was like, all right, maybe it's gonna pull back and come to where I want it, but it didn't. So I hopped in a little bit late. I wouldn't say FOMO. I had this kind of planned out, but regardless, it's fine. Hopped in up about, I think probably like right here, kind of like that bottom, that second wick. I think it was about 37.10, I believe. Here, let's get 37.10 or something. And then I wrote it up to this red candle right here because things started to get rocky. It's not a crazy gain or anything, but it was still 4.5% in 2 days. Can't complain. All right, next we have LILAK. I've actually played this one, I think 2 or 3 times in the past, but this time it actually broke down past my main support level. I mean, you can see how strong the support level is here. I mean, it acts really strong. So it came down to this one here, where I then drew my other support. Let's hop on the 5-hour chart, see if there's anything. Yeah, so you can see why I drew that. Obviously, we had this right here, all this touching over here. And then a few times it did get close. Of course, you could move your support level down to this maybe. Like perhaps that would have been better. But I like to go in between when it looks like that. So I drew it right there. And then my resistance level is pretty obvious. The resistance was just the previous support. So it was this line right here. So I already have this drawn from the previous times I played it. Zoom in, you can see where I bought in. Got hit oversold. My indicators were curling up, so I bought in actually right about here. A little bit later than usual because I've never played it at this price level before. I didn't know what it was going to do. I didn't know if it was going to break through. I didn't know if it was going to fake us out. But regardless, I bought in right here at about 12.50. And then luckily I rode up past the resistance, even though it pulled back. And I was down for a minute, but it's fine because it came back. I sold out right here at about $12.90, $13, I think. So similar to the last play, 4%, nothing crazy, but it was fine. Now, of course, this wasn't the best trade, honestly, even though I made money, because I did make 4%, but it took 8 days. So it was a little bit of a hold, but I was never down or anything, so it worked out in the end. All right, so last play, LPRO. This one looks pretty crazy, right? I mean, the candles are just all over the place. All you see is a bunch of wicks and It looks pretty crazy, but essentially this is really easy to play because the support was obvious. We had a bounce here and a bounce here. Now, of course, there's a chance it came down here because it's done this in the past, and it has broken several times if we go out in the 5-year chart. But I waited for the reversal here, and I actually got out earlier than I should have. Maybe it's a good decision. I don't know. We'll see next week. But if I zoom in, you can see that I bought in right here. I bought in right here about 32.75 or 80, I think. No, not 75, was it? Yeah, 32.75, I think. And then I actually wrote it up to about right here where I sold out for 7%. Now, of course, a full move, like if we zoom out, this could have gotten another 5%. Maybe it could have gotten another 15%. I don't know. I mean, in the past, it's done that every single time, it looks like. But, you know, I don't know. I get shaken out pretty easily. I saw my 7%, 8% profit, and I was really happy with it. And also, I kind of wanted that capital to go into next week. I'm not really a big fan of holding plays over the weekend. And this was a Friday, so I sold out, took my 7-8%. Was super happy with it. Overall, really good trades that week.